Hey everybody, it's April from the Noble Garden. I do apologize, my videos are far and in between. It has been busy around here. If you haven't caught my other series, I'm doing a beginner gardener series, and I'm also doing a harvest basket CSA, it's my business series. And because we expanded so much on the garden, we have been busy. And of course, you guys know I'm a full-time nurse as well, so that also slows me down a little bit. But I thought, you know, finally I could show you guys some updates. So you want to know what I've been up to lately? My husband finally got all the beds in, everybody, and we've been moving soil. And how exhausting and time consuming is that? So as you can tell, we're still working on that. But look at all these beautiful beds that he made me. There you go, you have it. That's why I've been so busy. Moving soil takes days and days and days. I think this is our third day working on some of them, and we got 1, 2, maybe it's our second day or third day. Guys, I don't even know. I've lost count so much so far right now. Anyways, 1, 2, 3 and a half. We're gonna finish this one bed, try to do 2 more beds before I go back to work. I also don't film a lot of videos when my husband's helping me because he's not really big into being on the camera, and I try to respect that. Yeah, I know the weirdo likes to make faces in the background and get like in my videos in the background and be silly, but when it actually is filming him doing stuff, he's not comfortable with it, and I do want to respect that with him. So, and because we've been doing a lot of this together, it makes it harder to do the videos and keep you guys updated. Right now he's inside taking a little break, and I thought, let me work on this a little bit and get you guys some footage so you can kind of see what's going on here. I do want to update you on what these beginning beds actually have in it, because as we put the beds in, I actually been planting right behind them, and that's the part I'm sad about. I'm not planting my garden with you guys like I usually do, but we are crunched for time. It is serious go time around here, and I'm trying to get my garden in so it's not bringing food in later than I want. The other thing that's not cooperating with me is the weather. I am not used to night temperatures being so low still, and it's questioning me whether or not I want to even plant certain things. Like, I don't like planting tomatoes under 50. So I also have decided, well, if I'm having trouble keeping my temperatures in the 50s, I have done it in the past, so I don't want 45, under 45. So guess what happens now? Night temperatures are like 42, 40 around here, and I just really don't like planting tomatoes in that weather. However, I'm at the end of April, and my work schedule for the next week is going to dump me into May, and I have 115 tomato plants to plant. My husband has decided he will help me plant those, of course. He might end up being more of the tomato planter this year to me, which makes me sad, because if you guys been watching and you know me, tomatoes are my favorite thing to plant. And so we're laughing and joking about it, that my favorite thing to plant might be what he gets to plant this year. But it is what it is, and we just got to get the stuff in. So let me stop going on and on and on about stuff and show you guys some things. So I might have shared this already, but these are actually my potato beds. And as you can see, lots of potatoes are popping up. Potatoes don't like frost. They're not calling for frost, but they are calling for cool weathers. I'm not really worried about it as long as it doesn't frost. And my husband put the water lines in so that they get watered like everything else does now. We were having to water by hand or rely on the weather, but potatoes are doing good. So I'm trying to think when we did this. I think Thursday and Friday maybe we did this. So we put in the soil of these 2 beds, and then we put the arches up. And if you know me, because you've followed me for a little bit now, you know I use arches to plant my vining plants, such as cucumbers, noodle beans, watermelon. This year I did sugar babies, hoping that they stay small. If not, then I've learned my lesson and I won't do that again, or try to find a smaller watermelon. So if you're watching this and you know a personal size watermelon that can be arched kind of like a cantaloupe, please let me know, because that's my goal, is a personal size watermelon. But anyway, so this out is, I was trying to tell you guys, noodle beans, cucumbers, Kajari melons, Minnesota midget, which is a very small cantaloupe that is a personal size for sure and is very delicious, and then at the end, watermelon. This bed right here, we put the soil in last night, and we did not get the trellising system up, but where the line is where I've already planted green beans. Now on the other side of that does not have anything in it. We're trying to get the soil in these beds so we can plant the tomatoes in. Peppers are going to be involved in this. The very, very last row is where sweet potatoes are going in. Guys, the company that I bought my sweet potatoes from has decided to send me them, which in normal years I probably would have been okay with. But since the temperatures are nowhere near ready for sweet potatoes, so sweet potatoes really like it hot. I mean, I talk about my peppers and not wanting to put my peppers out below 50. Sweet potatoes are even worse for that. I mean, you really want it to be pretty warm. So that being said, I think when they do arrive, which they should arrive any day now, that I'm going to put them in a cup of water. And I'm hoping that will work. I still got to do some research on that and see if that's a good idea. But I was thinking about putting the slips in water and letting them kind of live like that for at least another week. Because at the end of my 10-day forecast, it is looking like it's in the 50s. I know I really can't trust that because it changes every day, but I'm hoping, just hoping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take you along and I'm going to work on putting soil in this bed and let you guys just watch me work hard, I guess, because that is what we've been doing around here, working super hard trying to get this garden in. So I won't bore you watching me do that over and over again, but that is kind of how we're doing around here. And I don't want to do too many of those loads without my husband because we work really good together and it goes by so fast when we do it together. But like I said, I just wanted to get some of this on video. But I'm going to swing you around and show you the garden just a little bit. First, I'll show you this guy. He is such a troublemaker. He has to learn garden rules. Look at this beauty, guys. I'm not going to go down each aisle and talk to you about it. It'll make this video super long. But here soon, I plan on doing my first garden tour. And we'll talk all about it. But this has been very rewarding and beautiful. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that my videos can get closer together. I just need to make time for them, and it's just been busy. It's that type of year, but I like to share every step with you guys, and I love planting with you guys. So I have been very sad that I have not been able to do that, but hopefully I can start doing that soon.